Hello, the Pokemon fan 1993 here, back for more Pokemon Scarlet. So before I begin this, I want to point out that normally I go through all of YouTube to see if whatever set I'm making for a 7-star raid has already been created. And I'm sad to say someone actually did create one with this Pokemon, but I looked at the set and it was different, so I'm counting this as a different set. Okay, so today we have the Feraligatr Mighty Mark Raid 7-star. So you can already see I have it in my party. So I actually caught this today, and then I messed with my Switch settings to make it so I could do it again to show you guys. Basically, this Scrafty is... I was trying to think of it. Actually, I'm surprised I managed to get on with one try. But it is Terra-type fighting, level 100. Highlight is the Mirrored Herb. Drain Punch, Torment, Swords Dance, and Sand Attack. You do not need Torment. I was just trying to think of a fourth move to give him. His ability is Intimidate, which is a 10 ability. You're going to need a patch for that. Its EVs are an HP... and defense with the rest of it in attack. Its nature is whatever nature increases defense and decreases special defense. He's also I'm going to show you guys this also real quick what how his IVs are, so you guys can like maybe match one up. You're going to see that I have everything maxed out except for you don't need special attack or speed. But essentially what the strategy is we start the battle with Scrafty. We need one more Intimidate user besides Scrafty. Basically, what's going to happen is he's going to start with Swords Dance. The Mirror Herb will activate, give it Scrafty another Swords Dance. I go for 2 Sand Attacks, switch to Swords Dance once, and I start using Drain Punch. When he negates my stats, I have to do Swords Dance 3 more times, and then switch back to Drain Punch. What should happen is that the Sand Attack should make it so some of his moves miss because it doesn't start to do getting its own stats to about 60% of his time remaining. And then basically what's going to happen is that by the time he gets to the point where he can hit me with once I Terra, once he hits me with Psychic Fangs, he's hardly going to do any damage because the Intimidate stack up. So we're gonna do this. I got this on the first try last time because actually I had 2 Intimidate users besides me, which is really lucky. But we're going to see what happens here. See if we get lucky on the first try. If I'm going to need more than one try. Also, one of the Intimidate users did have an Arcanine, and it managed to burn it. So ever since then, I haven't really tried to do it a second time. But we're going to try it anyway and see what we start with. If we get one more Intimidate user, this should be viable. Okay, so we actually got no Intimidate user, but we did get our Bobligate, which gives us Grassy Terrain. So he's going to go immediately for a Swords Dance. The Mirror Herb is set up to copy whenever a Pokemon messes with its stats. Scrafty gets the same amount increase. Now, this won't last for the whole battle, the Mirror Herb boost, but we'll still get quite a bit of help with that. So if the Mirror Herb is not used up, I'm going to go for a double Sand Attack. Go for 1 Liquidation. That should do a good amount of damage. Go for a Sand Attack. 1 Stat Lower. I forgot Slyveon's actually using Charm here, so we actually have a better shot here. I forgot Slyveon can learn Charm, so that's going to help us. We're going to go for another Sand Attack. Oh, and Driftblim Slyveon. So there's actually a lot of, for physical attack, there's actually a lot of stuff that can happen. I don't think the Will-Wisp hit, though. That's fine. So we got the second accuracy down on it. And, nope, he did burn him. That's helpful. So, now we're going to go for a single Swords Dance. He's actually hitting me quite a few times, which actually surprised me. See, now he's doing almost no damage because of the burn and the stats decrease. I always found it easier with Intimidate, since there's no ability that lowers the special attack of Pokemon when a Pokemon switches in. It's actually one of the easier ones to beat in a raid. So you can see he's doing no damage. Liquidation miss was what I was hoping for. I'm going for a Drain Punch here. This is only a double Drain Punch. You can see it does a small amount of damage. You're also going to want to match Drain Punch PP out to make sure you have enough power points to get through the entire map and through the entire battle. Torment was just kind of there because I thought maybe I'd be able to stop him from using Psychic Fangs more than once if I absolutely needed to. But other than that, we're good. So you're going to see I'm dealing a good amount of damage with Drain Punch. I even got a critical hit there. So there's the stat. He's going to now apply our stats. Waiting for that. So now we're going to basically just triple Swords Dance. That's going to max out our attack stat. So there's 1 Swords Dance. Puts the shield up. Basically, you want to Terrifying whenever you can once you get enough Drain Punches in. He actually hit me quite a few times considering that his accuracy has been lowered a decent amount. Last time he was missing left and right when I did it last time, but that's fine. And actually, we are doing a little bit extra damage because Hunter keeps dying, which means we get Aftermath, which does a little bit of damage every time he dies. You're going to see they're going to keep going for Will-Wisp, which is a flaw in the AI's design, but that's fine. So there are a lot of things you can get to help you with this raid if you're using Scrafty. The one that I saw, the first one I saw for all of these was Corridon, and I was like, okay, I have Corridon, but I wanted to find something that anyone could get. Because obviously Corridon is a legendary, meaning it's going to be harder to grab than some of the other ones. So now our strategy essentially now is to basically spam Drain Punch Terra to fighting, and then just use it over and over again. So now you're going to see we're almost doing no damage. The build that I saw, it was an Admit with Metronome build. And I thought that was pretty cool, but I wanted to go somewhere outside of that. And I thought about it because I totally forgot exactly what I was talking about. I was going to give it a Shell Bell to increase its healing, but Scrafty actually does so much damage and has such high defense, and with everything else in play, there's really not a need for a Shell Bell. Now, you could have quit Metronome instead of going for the Mirror Herb, but I figured the Mirror Herb would be good early on. So, see, now we're doing a good amount of damage to him. So basically now if we just spam it, we should be fine. Because I don't think it can cause enough damage now, even with Psychic Fangs. So now I removed it from himself, so now he's going to hit me every single time, with most likely with Psychic Fangs. I think Psychic Fangs has a 10% chance to miss. So there's a small chance, but you're going to see how much damage. Like, he's not doing enough. Now, there is one possibility that could happen here. He could critical hit you, or he could make you flinch with Psychic Fangs. I did not have that. I had that happen once or twice during my first attempt, but so far it doesn't seem like it's going to happen this time. So we're going to spam Drain Punch. I'm going to see how many Drain Punch it takes this time to put him down. Obviously, once we get his shield down one more time, it's going to be easier because I think Slyveon's going to start using Charm again, which is going to lower its stats. We're just trying to get it below what it is, or below its shield, so we have a better chance here. I'll tell you these raids would be damn impossible if they every time an ally Pokemon died that the timer went down, because obviously then it would just every raid would be almost impossible. Well, any high end raid. And I'm sure Corridon would do this a lot faster, but the point is that you can use Scrafty in this. He's going for one Dragon Dance here. That's going to help him a little bit. It's going to increase his attack a little bit, increase his speed. I almost considered giving Scrafty Low Sweep, which lowers his Feraligatr's speed by 1 stage every time you use it, but I was like, you probably could do that. Okay, so now he's actually doing half my damage, which is actually kind of scary. But I'm still doing a fair amount of damage with Drain Punch. I haven't flinched yet, so we're still fine. And obviously the timer and the shield are going to meet up from time to time on this, but once the shield is gone, Drain Punch should be doing so much damage that it shouldn't matter. It's crazy still don't have my health, though. There's a Drain Punch that came in with that weird there. Now I can see through the floor. I almost considered him like another fight mode. I was thinking high jump kick, but I thought that's a risk in itself, because high jump kick, if you miss it, you take a lot of recoil damage. So actually got a second attack in there, which is bullshit, but we should still be fine. Did I survive that? I can't even. Okay, I did survive that. Like, how much HP did I even lose there? Because the game glitches sometimes and does that. Shit, that could be enough to heal me. I can't tell. Okay, we're still good. So now he lost the shield. So now we're. Oops, I left one of my Joy-Cons on the thing, so it rumbled my desk. Also, probably too late in the video to really mention this one, but I'm also going to be in the process of probably moving again. I can't say anything too crazy, but basically our landlord is not being a good landlord, even though he seemed like he was going to be. And it might be a court issue, because we're going to be moving out because of him. But other than that, if that happens, I'll let you guys know if there's a period where I'm going to be MIA again for moving. And trust me, I don't want to move again. It was such a pain to move the first time. And my grandmother even said she didn't want to move because she thought, well, she's old. She said she wanted the next time she wanted to be her last until she, But we got this pretty much won. Like I said, there is a possibility that you could get para-flinched by Psychic Fangs, but you'd have to be pretty unlucky. And And I think I used quite a few Drain Punches there, so you probably are going to need to max out its Drain Punch, which is 3 power point ups or 1 power point max. But that is Feraligatr in a nutshell. It's not crazy hard. If it was a special user, it might be a little bit more difficult. But Scrafty works pretty well for this. He had about a fourth of his time maining before he would leave. So last time I got 2 herbs off this guy. Let's see if I get as lucky this time. I did got 1 herb and 1 ability capsule. I'll take that. So we got 1 ability capsule, 1 spicy herb Mystica, 6 XL large candies, or experience candy large. We got 4 experience candy XLs, 5 proteins, 30 dark Terra shards, 2 rare candies, 2 nuggets, 5 experience candy larges, 6 more rare candies, which is actually quite a bit. 2 more experience candy XL, 2 more rare candies, that's a lot of rare candies, and 1 power point up. So the only issue with Feraligatr was the possibility, because he starts with Swords Dance, that was going to be the biggest issue. That's why I focused Scrafty's nature and EVs on defense, and its HP is not very good either. But I was looking at Scrafty's moves, and Scrafty has a shit ton of moves in Scarlet. I don't know if it was like that in Gen 8, but I'm going to show off this Feraligatr, the one that was in the raid. So there's Water Dark. He has that defense is actually a lot higher than I thought it was. You can see he has an Admit Nature, Crunch, Liquidation, Psychic Fangs, the Ice Punch, Sheer Force, which removes. Oh, that's right. He actually can't flinch you with Psychic Fangs because of Sheer Force. It actually works with us instead of against us. That also means that Ice Punch can't freeze you, Liquidation can't lower your defense, neither can Crunch. So actually, that actually works against him rather than for him in this situation. So there's no reason you wouldn't have any issues getting paraflinched. But anyway, that's going to do for this video. Thank everyone for watching. This is a Pokemon Fan 1993 signing off. I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.